Hi there folks, I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. What a great pleasure it is to be here again. Today I want to talk about Pink Room 69 and when we went on tour with Bruce Dickinson in 1998 on his solo tour. And let's go back to 1998, I was 28. Let's go back to the summer, and me and Costa at that time, around the summer area, we just released our latest record, Electrified. And we were on a promo tour, and back in the day it was really normal to, you know, to go on a promo tour. That these days you'd pick up the phone and you'd do like interviews on Skype or whatever, but in those days in 1998 it was very normal to go on what you would call a promo tour. So that meant sort of going to all the VOMs, all the record shops, you know, independent record shops in Germany. We'd go on a tour, we'd meet up with all these, you know, the people who are possibly going to push our record, and you know, we'd talk about like the record, we'd take the people out for dinner or something like that, and they would possibly help us to get it is in the charts. It's kind of like that today, but you know, with less travel. So we're hanging out in Germany. I think it possibly could have been in Munich or somewhere like that. I remember it was a nice sitting outside in a cafe, and I got talking to the promoter, and he mentioned, it was actually from his side where he mentioned, really nice guy, what are you doing next week anyway? Who are you going to be promoting next week? We're at the end of our promo tour at that time, and he said, oh, next week, he said, I'm out with Bruce Dickinson. He said, but I'm kind of unhappy about it. And I'm like, well, you know, why should you be happy? It's a cool guy. You know, we're going to be with Pink Room 69. We're going to tour in November. The first date was the 4th of November, 98. I'm looking at my laptop in Hamburg at the Markthalle. Would be the first gig. And he said, no, it's great. He said, but the problem is, he does not travel in a car. You know, he's a pilot, he has a pilot's license, and he likes to travel in a really small Cessna. I think it's called a Cessna. I'm gonna look for some pictures on the internet. He doesn't travel in a car, he flies everywhere. You know, he's a pilot and it's faster, and it means that I have to get in this little tiny plane, and it's okay, but I don't like flying, you know. So I said to him, you know, that's amazing, man. You know, I'm going on tour in a few months with Bruce. Wouldn't it be really cool if I could, you know, come along with you guys and meet Bruce, and it's a good thing, you know, before we go on tour. So he said to me, look, David, I'm going to look into it and we'll see what happens. Weeks later, I pick up the phone. He says to me, Dave, it's clear. I've just talked to Bruce. You can come with us. We're gonna meet up in Andernach at the airport, like a small airport where they fly small planes. And we're going to fly to Nuremberg, and he's going to do like an interview session, signing and all that kind of stuff. Talk to him. He's good with it. It's all set up. We're ready to go. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, it was kind of a bit of fun when I said to him, of course I want to do this, but it was kind of a bit of fun, you know. There's something that you say when you've had a few beers or whatever, you know, but this guy's just called me up and he's just said to me, we're going to do it. It's 1998. I'm 28 years old. Bruce is kind of a hero to me, you know. Obviously somebody I listened to in my childhood, along with, you know, Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Free, Deep Purple, all these kind of people, all these singers that had influenced me in some shape or form. Dio, bit of Coverdale from time to time, the 87 record, and you know, he's just said to me, we're going to do it. So a few weeks later, I talked to the management. They said, yeah, let's do it, man. It's a great thing. So I get the train up to Andernach. I meet the guy. You know, we go to the airfield. There's Bruce hanging out outside the plane. We meet up. How's it going? Nice to meet you. We're going to be on tour very soon. All very good. Two English guys meeting up in Germany. You know, I'd been in Germany by then, probably about 4 or 5 years. You know, so it was cool to talk a bit of the lingo for a change. And next minute, we're off, you know, we're in this tiny plane. You know, I don't mind flying, but I'm not crazy about it. And even to this day, even though we were in Australia and done all these things, yeah, I can fly no problem, but I'm not crazy about it. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's the same thing. You're on the road, you bite the bullet. This is what you do. So we're up there, we get up there, and you know, in my mind, let's be honest, I got the headphones on. You can picture it. Bruce is here, I am here. I've got the headphones on, the big headphones, and the whole time, what am I singing? 666, the number of the beast. You know, I'm looking at the thing, I'm looking at Bruce. That's all I'm singing this song. So we're flying along, and he said, look, you know, it could get a bit turbulent from time to time, you know, it could sort of bounce around a little bit, and all of a sudden the plane just goes, whoa, and I'm like, whoa, you know, this is all cool and shit, but that's pretty mad, you know. So Bruce looks at me and says, all right, Dave, you all right flying in a plane like this? And I'm like, yeah, no problem, Bruce, 666, the number of the beast. Anyway, great time. We're up there, we're checking it out. Amazing thing, you know. We're flying through the clouds. I've never really done that kind of thing before. When I was a child, I went up with my father, and his brother was a pilot, and we were up in a small airplane. That kind of prepared me for this endeavor. So we get to Nuremberg. We come down. You know, we're slowly coming down. You consider runway, which you don't normally see when you're going to Mallorca. And we get down. There's press waiting. You know. We get off this plane. What an amazing experience. What can I tell you? I was 28. It was just before the Pink Room 69 tour. It was a great setup. So when we met up later on, it was amazing. I'd already met Adrian Smith actually years before, and that's another vlog where I'd sent tapes to him, you know, per post. Of course, it was probably a cassette or something, and he'd call me up out of the blue to get me to come down to London for an audition. But that's something else, man. Anyway, that'll be the next vlog. But so we arrived, stayed in a hotel, did the whole interview thing, signed a few autographs myself, and what can I tell you? You know, it's one of those things that stays with you for the rest of your life. We met up on the tour. We did the tour together. It was a great experience. We played Munich, Cologne, Frankfurt, Hanover. We had a break, and later on we went to Spain, where I met a lot of fans that are still fans to this day. What an amazing time. Don't forget to subscribe, to like the videos. Let's get some comments going on, and see you on the next vlog. Take care, people. Bye bye.